The role of costumes in theater, dressing for drama. Costumes have played a pivotal role in theater for centuries, helping to define characters, set the mood, and enhance the overall storytelling experience. From the elaborate robes of classical Greek theater to the contemporary designs seen on modern stages, costumes serve as an essential visual and symbolic tool in the theatrical arts. The evolution of theater costumes. Ancient theater costumes. The origins of theatrical costuming can be traced back to ancient civilizations, where performances were often deeply rooted in religious and cultural traditions. In Greek theater, actors wore exaggerated masks and flowing robes called chitons to represent different characters and emotions. Roman theater followed a similar pattern, but introduced more elaborate tunics and togas to distinguish social classes and roles. In traditional Asian theater, such as No and Kabuki in Japan or Chinese opera, costumes were highly stylized and often dictated by strict conventions. These elaborate garments, rich in symbolism, allowed audiences to immediately identify characters based on their attire. Medieval and Renaissance costumes. During the Middle Ages, theater evolved to incorporate more realistic clothing, particularly in religious mystery plays. Costumes were often used to signify biblical figures, with angels dressed in white robes and devils in darker, menacing attire. The Renaissance brought a renewed interest in grandeur and artistic expression in theater. With the rise of professional theater companies, such as Shakespeare's Globe Theatre, actors often wore contemporary clothing with minor modifications to suit the character. The increasing influence of fashion in Europe also led to more extravagant costumes, particularly in the elaborate productions of the court masks. 18th and 19th century costumes. As theater became more diverse, costume design evolved to reflect the growing complexity of storytelling. The 18th century saw a shift towards more historically accurate costumes, with designers taking inspiration from specific time periods rather than simply using contemporary attire. This was particularly evident in opera and ballet, where period costumes played a crucial role in setting the scene. By the 19th century, realism in theater became more prominent, and costume design followed suit. The rise of naturalism and realism in plays, such as those by Henrik Ibsen and Anton Chekhov, required costumes that closely resembled everyday clothing. However, grand productions, such as those staged in the opera houses and the advent of musical theater, still relied on opulent and stylized designs. 3rd century to contemporary costumes. With the advent of modernism and avant-garde movements in the 20th century, costume design became more experimental. The early 1900s saw the influence of movements such as Expressionism and Surrealism, which encouraged designers to create bold and unconventional costumes. Today, costume design is a blend of traditional techniques and modern technology. Digital fabrication, innovative textiles, and adaptive costumes are now used to enhance performances. Designers work closely with directors, actors, and set designers to create costumes that not only reflect the narrative, but also support practical performance needs, such as quick changes and durability. The artistic role of costumes. Costumes serve as a powerful artistic tool in theater, contributing to various aspects of storytelling and character development. Character representation. One of the primary functions of costumes is to visually communicate a character's identity, personality, and social status. A well-designed costume helps an actor embody their role, influencing movement, posture, and even vocal delivery. For example, a flowing, regal gown immediately conveys authority, while ragged, tattered clothes suggest poverty or distress. Symbolism and metaphor. Costumes can also function symbolically, conveying deeper themes and meanings within a play. Colors, fabrics, and accessories are often used to represent emotions or foreshadow events. In Shakespeare's plays, for example, black is frequently associated with mourning and death, while red may symbolize passion or danger, enhancing the visual aesthetic. Beyond storytelling, costumes contribute to the overall visual appeal of a production, whether through historical accuracy, fantasy-inspired designs, or futuristic attire. Costumes help transport audiences into the world of the play. A well-coordinated costume palette, in harmony with set and lighting design, creates a cohesive and immersive experience. The functional role of costumes. While artistic expression is a key aspect, costumes must also fulfill practical functions in theater. Mobility and comfort. Actors need to move, dance, and perform complex physical actions on stage. Costumes must be designed with functionality in mind, ensuring ease of movement and comfort while maintaining aesthetic integrity. For example, period costumes with heavy fabrics may be modified with hidden stretch panels to allow for better mobility. Quick changes. In many theatrical productions, actors must undergo rapid costume changes between scenes. Designers employ techniques such as Velcro fastenings, magnetic closures, and layered garments to facilitate seamless transitions. Durability and maintenance. Theater costumes must withstand repeated wear and tear over the course of a production. High-quality materials and reinforced stitching help maintain their appearance. Wardrobe teams are responsible for regular cleaning, repairs, and alterations as needed. The impact of costumes on performance and audience perception. Costumes play a crucial role in shaping both an actor's performance and the audience's interpretation of a production. Influence on acting. When an actor puts on a costume, it can significantly affect their embodiment of the character. The physical sensation of wearing specific clothing influences movement, mannerisms, and psychological immersion into the role. Audience engagement. For audiences, costumes serve as visual cues that enhance understanding and engagement. A well-designed costume can immediately establish a character's time period, occupation, or emotional state, reducing the need for excessive exposition. Additionally, elaborate or unexpected costumes can evoke strong emotional reactions, ranging from awe to amusement. Conclusion. The role of costumes in theater extends beyond mere clothing. They are an essential component of storytelling, artistic expression, and theatrical magic. From their historical evolution to their impact on performance and audience perception, costumes remain a fundamental aspect of the theater experience. As technology and design continue to evolve, so too will the creative possibilities of theatrical costuming, ensuring its continued importance in the world of drama,